My stepmom was supposed to comfort me, but what happened that night changed everything. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Before we begin, this video is made purely for entertainment purposes. It is not intended to hurt anyone's feelings or disrespect any relationship. So please watch with an open mind. Now let's start today's story. This is the story of me and my stepmother. But this isn't what you think. One evening, I came home feeling completely broken. My mood was off. School had been stressful, people were talking behind my back, and I felt misunderstood. I just wanted someone to listen. As I entered the house, I didn't realize she was already inside. The door quietly shut behind me. She turned and looked at me, calm, warm, observant. She asked softly, "Are you okay?" I tried to pretend everything was fine, but she knows me too well. I sat down on the couch, and she came and sat beside me. At first, we were just talking normally, like a mother and daughter would. I told her what happened at school. I told her how embarrassed and hurt I felt. She didn't judge me, she didn't interrupt me, she just listened. And sometimes, that's more powerful than advice. She gently placed her hand over mine and said, "You're stronger than you think. Don't let small minds disturb your peace." There was something different in the way she said it. It wasn't just comfort, it felt personal. She moved a little closer, brushing my hair behind my ear. That small gesture made my heart skip. I don't know why, but it did. I told myself I was overthinking. She smiled at me, a soft, reassuring smile. The kind that makes you feel safe instantly. She wrapped her arms around me in a comforting hug. I leaned into her without hesitation. My head rested against her chest. I could hear her heartbeat. Steady, calm, protective, she gently stroked my hair while whispering, "Everything will be okay. I'm here," and in that moment, I believed her. But something shifted. The air between us felt heavier, more intense. We weren't just talking anymore. We were understanding each other without words. She pulled back slightly, still holding my hand, our eyes locked. And that's when I realized, this connection wasn't ordinary. It wasn't just stepmother and daughter energy, it was deeper. We had always been close. She came into my life years ago, but we never had a traditional mother-daughter bond. She was young when she married my father. We were more like two women learning to share space in the same house. And over time, we became each other's emotional support. That night, as we sat there, she gently squeezed my hand. "You deserve love. Real love," she said quietly. Her thumb traced slow circles over my fingers. It wasn't inappropriate, but it wasn't distant either. It was intimate in a quiet way. I looked at her differently. For the first time, I wasn't just seeing my stepmom. I was seeing a woman. A woman who cared deeply. A woman who understood me better than anyone else. She brushed my hair again, smiling softly. "You're beautiful when you're strong," she whispered. My heart started racing. Why was I feeling this way? Was it wrong, or was it simply human connection growing beyond labels? We sat in silence for a few seconds, just looking at each other. Then she leaned forward and gently kissed my forehead. Not dramatic, not inappropriate, just soft, but meaningful. And that moment changed everything. I felt warmth spread through my chest, not confusion, clarity. We both knew something had shifted. She pulled away slightly and said, "We don't have to label anything tonight. Just know, I care about you." That sentence stayed with me. We kept talking, about life, dreams, fears. She told me about her struggles when she was my age. I told her about my insecurities. The emotional wall between us completely disappeared. At some point, we were both smiling again, laughing even. The sadness from earlier, gone, replaced with something unexpected. Connection, trust, comfort. She held my hand again, but this time I held it tighter. And she didn't pull away. Friends, sometimes relationships are complicated. Sometimes emotions don't follow traditional paths. But what matters most is respect, understanding, and consent between adults. This story isn't about crossing boundaries, it's about emotional vulnerability. It's about two lonely hearts finding comfort in each other. That night didn't turn into something dramatic. There were no shocking twists. Just two people sitting close together, realizing they mattered deeply to one another. As I went to my room later, I felt lighter, happier, and strangely hopeful. Because sometimes the person who understands you most is the one you least expect. Now I want to ask you, do you think emotional connections can grow in unexpected ways? Or should certain lines never blur? Comment below and tell me what you think. And remember, this story is purely for entertainment purposes. If you enjoyed this emotional reaction story, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More intense, emotional, and unexpected stories are coming soon.
बड़ी मेहनत लगती है आप वीडियो को लाइक सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते यार आपको दिखाने के लिए क्या क्या करते हैं, फिर भी आप लोग समझते नहीं हो। एंड क्या ये हो गया आपको, इसके बालों को ठीक कर रही है एंड ठीक करते करते आगे क्या करती है। एंड 8:35 हो जाल तो 8:30 हो जैसे मान ला। इसमें अच्छी खासी बॉन्डिंग चल रही, देखते जाओ दोनों पास में बैठे हैं बिल्कुल। आगे क्या क्या होता है वो सारी चीज़ें आपको देखते जाना एक दूसरे को हाथ को चलाया जा रहा है अच्छे से। एंड देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है, और देखते जाओ हाथों को चलाया जा रहा है अच्छे से, और ऐसे करने जा रहा था कि दोनों के बीच सारी चीज़ें हो सके। एंड ऐसी सारी चीज़ें होती हैं एंड सारी चीज़ें क्लियर होती जा रही है। एंड लाइक करना, सब्सक्राइब करना।